Coming to you live from Perry, Florida, from Pelicamp in the path of the storm. Hello, everybody, and here we are. Kind of a little bit of a different setup. No, I'm not in Perry, of course. We're back in Miami at the Flagami studio, and I'm just worried about this storm because before this time. Ooh, what is this? What am I doing? I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, we had never had a. Here we go. That's. It just got upgraded to a category 4, which it really does not give me much confidence here. Uh, let's take a look at it. That's a combination of satellite and uh, and radar. Let's just stick to radar and let's just animate this. And I'm just gonna start, chatting. As you can see, it does not look very promising for Pelicamp. I should be able to do. Hold on, layers. I'm trying to get for this to look good here. Anyway, let me say hello to some of you guys. Janet, Robert, raise the volume. Am I sounding too low here? I'm using the MacBook microphone. I don't know what's going on. Maybe if I unplug, let me know if it sounds better now. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, no. Let me see. How can I raise that? I'm using a different setup here tonight. I'm using three monitors just because. Uh, Here we go. That's gonna look better in the long run. Yeah, I just realized I was doing something wrong here. Uh, does anybody know how to raise the volume here? Give me a sec. Oh boy. Sound. Why is my sound low? Oh, I see what's going on. Input volume. Is that better now? No, it's not. Input level. This is weird. Any better now? I don't know why the audio is so bad. Let me know if it sounds any good here in the comments. Daniel Ruiz, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Say hi to your mom. Yes. I can't hear Robert. Oh no, there's something wrong. We've been thinking of you, Robert, hoping Pelicamp is safe. Our daughter and grandchildren evacuated from Tallahassee, says. Christopher also says, still low. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong here. This one should sound good. And I don't know what's going on. Give me a second here while I. Oh, it says that's perfect. Yeah, this microphone from my webcam. Volume is better now. Yeah. If anything, I'm gonna try and use the Sennheiser microphone if all fails. Uh, I'm getting a lot of notifications here on my phone because, as you probably know, I put a post in the group like I have a bad feeling about this. Mary Callan, oh, it's gone. It's good now. Okay, it's probably not the best, but I have so much going on this computer. This is not the regular computer I have here in the studio. I'm using the MacBook that I normally use for the road, just because since I'm probably going back on the road very soon, just going back to Pelicamp to see how everything fared. Um, And that's the front camera there. As you can see by the flag across the street, it is getting pretty windy. It is getting pretty windy out there. Let's make it full screen like this. I don't know why it failed earlier, but yeah. Let me switch cameras here. See if we can get another camera at Pelicamp. And my biggest fear is we're gonna get winds from the south, and my neighbor is to the south. And then again, it could very well blow mini. That's mini one right there. So you see, it's a little windy. It's that. I mean, this storm hasn't even gotten close to us yet. So, Kelly Brock, hey, Kelly and Carlos here. The storm passed us in Englewood, but thankfully we're still in Pennsylvania. And this is the thing with the storm. With this storm, is the storm surge. They're predicting like 10 up to 20 feet of storm surge, and that's huge. Um, Pelicamp is around 20 feet above sea level and about 2 miles inland. I don't think we're gonna. I mean, we're in any real dangers, but you never know. And yeah, here's Pelicamp, and here's. I'm still getting used to this setup that I have here. I wanted to zoom in so you can only see like the map, right? And if I get a little closer, and there used to be a way to change the. There used to be a way to, and I don't know what radar. Here we go. So I can change the opacity. Here's Perry, and Pelicamp is almost directly south of it, so we're getting nothing yet. And my fear is when some of this red band eventually, that's kind of just east of the that's gonna come right here, right where Pelicamp is. That's my biggest fear. And I feel really so sorry for the people like there's a big town here called Stinghatchee. They just rebuilt. They just rebuilt Stinghatchee. I mean, one of the restaurants there called Roy was underwater under Idalia, and now they're gonna be underwater again. Those people can't get a break. Christopher Olson, I was complaining about snow warning on Saturday, but when I see this, I do not complain about a little bit of snow. I mean, this one looks bad. They just upgraded it about an hour ago to a category 4. And category 4 is we're getting winds upwards of 100 miles an hour. Um, in fact, here's the 4 p.m. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. And this one says 7 p.m. Eastern. That just happened. They're doing hourlies now, I guess. Maximum winds 115 miles per hour, gusts of 135. That's just that's an incredibly strong storm, and as you can see, it's coming around right down the pike. So the eye might make landfall here at the Appalachia Bay, but my fear is this red part here. The eye is so big that we are right on that red area on the right. We'll see. We still have a couple of hours. I'm gonna be try to be here live for as long as possible, as long as I have internet. So we'll as long as there's power at Pelicamp, I'm gonna try to be online, and we'll see we'll see what the night brings. Let me answer some of your comments here. 130 miles per hour, Bob. With all your experience, I'm surprised you picked that spot for Pelicamp. Big Bang is like the end zone for many hurricanes. Believe it or not, Bob, we hadn't had a major hit in over 100 years in that exact area. That exact area. We're not talking like the Panhandle. The Panhandle gets hit every year, but the Big Bend, not since like 1935. I mean, it had been one of those that we never had a and. And luckily, I mean, the only thing, I mean, the only thing we have there is Minitini one and the Carport, and those things are replaceable. The radar app or site is great. That's not a site. It's called Wonder Map. It's by it, I used to really like the way Weather Underground did the forecast because they had the isobar maps. They keep dumbing it down, but I sometimes I kind of like to geek out on the meteorological aspects of all this. Something went wrong. Tap to retry. Something went wrong. What went wrong? Yeah, am I live? 456 concurrent viewers of you right now. Helene says, "Here I am, rock you like a hurricane." I'm telling you, praying for everyone in Florida. Actually, three of my neighbors have stayed in the ones that live on my street. He just posted on the I posted on the Facebook group, half jokingly, half worried for real. Like that phrase from the Star Wars movie. I got a bad feeling about this, and I do have about bad feeling about this one because the other ones have been like, yeah, maybe. I mean, Italia looked bad from the beginning. This one actually looks. If you look at the latest satellite, let me show you here. Actually, let's look. Let's change to the other display. Doesn't it look to you like it is kind of starting to move um, a little more northeast? Like, well, we'll just do full screen. Who cares? To me, the eye looks like it's moving a little to the east. And if it does that, I mean, I feel sorry for the folks in Cedar Key right here. But then in that case, Pelicamp would be spared the worst of the storm. So we'll see. And I had this great idea for having the camera at Pelicamp go even after we lost power. Because this is the thing, at Pelicamp, our internet is very old-fashioned. It comes through our POTS, playing old telephone system. It's a regular twisted pair RJ16. Is that RJ16? Regular phone line like we used to have 20 years ago. So that type of phone line works without power. So I figure if I put a Jackery inside Minitini One where I have the router, in theory, it should work even if we don't have power. But it turns out Jackery has like a timeout feature, so it would shut down. How close are you to Cedar Key? As the crow flies, we're not very far, but there's no direct road. We will have to go up to US 19 and then come back down to like Fanning Springs and then back east to. It's a couple hours. It's probably 2 hours. Everybody say hello to my mom. I'm thinking that the hurricane has good memory. Hurricane with good memory. There it is. That's Minitini One at Pelicamp. Right now, it's kind of like the countdown for the storm. Cajuns across America. How bad is Panama City Beach and Mexico Beach going to get hit? They're gonna get hit. I mean, Panama City Beach. If I could only find my mouse. I didn't anticipate having three monitors to be this. Panama City Beach is here. So yeah, they're gonna get some, and they're getting some right now actually. But first of all, they're not gonna get the worst of the storm surge just because they are on the opposite side. The wind is actually coming from the inland into the ocean. So Panama City is gonna be fine. Mexico Beach is, yeah, they're gonna get some damage, but nothing compared to that hurricane they had a couple of years ago. What was it called? I forget the name, but yeah, nothing compared to that one. Is mini tinny tied to the floor? No, I just filled up the tanks, tried to make it as heavy as I could, but I couldn't tie it. I mean, I didn't have the time or um, the meteorologist said that while the vortex looks like it's shifting, an illusion, this storm is on a beeline straight on the projected path north at 25. Okay, I'm sure the meteorologist knows a lot more than we do. But you know, the eye of the storm actually also turns to wobble. You know, it doesn't go in a straight line. So that I've seen happen many times. Hi, Robert from Iveta and Jose Caraballo. Wow, I didn't know you were at Pelicamp. Praying for you in Florida. Be careful out there. No, I'm not at Pelicamp. I'm at the Flagami studio right now. Um, Hopefully, Pelicamp will. I mean, I'm worried about Mini Teeny One and that structure. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, just because it is such a strong hurricane, and that carport already buckled a little during the last storm. And let me show you what it looks like looking towards the back of Pelicamp. This is the back of Pelicamp right here. This is where on the left there behind the fire pit, that's where Mini Teeny One would sit. You can see the shed back there. You can see my crooked pine tree on the right. And of course it is starting to get dark out there. It is going to be dark by the time the storm hits, but yeah. El Mandalorian live updates from Robert and Boots on the ground at Perry, Florida via satellite. Via ADSL, ADSL, that's the technology we have there. I mean, they installed fiber, but I don't have it yet. Cajuns across America. Yeah, we're heading to the new Panama City Beach KOA War Camp this winter. I hope it is still there. I mean, I don't think. Oops, we lost the stream here temporarily. Uh, let's see. So that happens sometimes with these cameras, or unless we lost power this early, which doesn't make any sense, but it could happen. The right side of the hurricane is often the most dangerous part, also known as the dirt side, and in this one is really dirty. That dirt side. Let me show you on the actually probably satellite. If I do satellite imagery here, you can see it a lot better. Let's do this. Yeah, my rear camera died. Let's try a different camera. That's where you can really see the eye in the middle. That's a combination of clouds and radar. Let's see if the fence camera. And as you can see, this right hand side of the hurricane right here, that's the dirty side. Because think about it, the hurricane is going north on this direction, and then it's also rotating counterclockwise in this direction. So obviously, this side you have the rotation speed combined with the speed the hurricane is moving. So you're kind of adding those two. So if the hurricane is moving, if the circular or counterclockwise speed, the rotation speed is, let's call it 100 miles per hour, and then the hurricane is moving another 10 or 15, it's 115 miles per hour on this side, and then 85 miles per hour on this side. So this side is usually the strongest, and it has the worst. Look at those clouds, those red clouds. I mean, I don't really know. I'm not a meteorologist, obviously, but I kind of like to geek out on these things, just because it's all my life. By the way, Kevin Smith, thank you for that super chat. Robert, just tuning in. Why did you leave Minitini OG there in Perry? Couldn't you have moved it to avoid the storm? Anyway, say hi to mom. This is the thing. I only have one truck, and I decided to move the newer one, even if it's not mine. It made more sense. Mini Teeny One hasn't been moved in almost 2 years, so I didn't feel it would be safe to move it now. Garces on the road. That's the short answer, Kevin Smith. I had to choose one of the two, and I chose number one. That's the view outside our front window there. And right now, it doesn't seem to be raining. It's just windy, and we'll see. Garcia's on the road, sending prayers for all on the path of the hurricane. Hopefully, Pelicamp escapes unscathed. We're watching in North Georgia. On a positive, we use your code for an RV mattress. There you go. At least you'll sleep comfortably through the storm. By the way, this storm is predicted to hit also uh, Georgia. It's even in Atlanta, they're gonna feel a tropical storm force winds. Let me change to this other camera here, uh, mini teeny camera, which I left it there, and hopefully it'll still be there. We're gonna try to get back as soon as possible. Let me show you the other display here. I mean, this hurricane is projected to come all the way through Macon, Georgia, and then yeah, by the time it hits Atlanta, it's probably gonna be just a tropical storm. But it's predicted to go all the way up here into Tennessee, into Nashville, and even Western Kentucky. I mean, some of the bad weather. So it's not all gonna be like this super storm, but yeah. This one is almost like Maria. Big difference is that you don't have mountains like we have in Puerto Rico. Good luck and hope no one loses life. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, Tallahassee has some hills, but I wouldn't call them maybe mountains. RV Camping and Adventures, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Um, what did one hurricane say to the other hurricane? I've got my eye on you. There you go. You gotta have a, a hurricane humor, right? Big Jim Slade, aka Santa Claus. Rain cameras with batteries and solar panels are great during hurricanes. We had 155 miles per hour winds in Hurricane Ian, and the mount held up, and the camera never lost power. Well, that's good. And I should have thought of that and maybe put a new battery in Mini Tini One, and I do have an inverter in a crude inverter in Mini Tini One, but it would have kept my cameras going. I mean, the router is what is going to lose power. The cameras, they're battery powered, and they do have each has a small solar panel. So, Cami, Huggin, you and all your remaining Pelicamp trees stay safe and stand strong. I really hope so. Mr. Domo Arigato, Mr. Robot. Tonight is our 25th wedding anniversary. We reached level 25. Well, there you go. Congratulations. DC is actually to get the first rain from the storm tomorrow. Washington out for the weekend. Well, Jim in DC. Yeah, this hurricane is so big. I mean, we're seeing, and let me show you here, if I could find my mouse. This is a little more of a challenge than I was expecting. If you can see, there's moisture related to this hurricane all the way up here in South Carolina, North Carolina, and I wouldn't be surprised if it gets to DC. And you're getting some moisture in DC already. I mean, all this stuff is kind of related, right? All this is coming off the storm. Which the closer it gets to the coast, the more we get that signal from the radar, and that band here on the right, that looks very nasty, very strong rain and very heavy winds. And yeah, we still have some time to go. This is going to be a long live stream, that's for sure. Liliana Garcia, we just got out of the Keys just in time because they have a mandatory evacuation in place. Even though the Keys, I mean, they just got like a little bit right here. Key West got the lower Keys got a little bit of these bands here, but it's probably not much worse than what we got here in Miami, to be honest. Laura Smith, hey Robert, I was just thinking about you to the hobby, praying Pelicamp survives. All right again. Yeah, I really hope so too. The cameras are going offline on and off. These new cameras that I bought are not as reliable, but they have solar panels, so they stay on longer. Uh, Actually, we may have lost Pelicamp already. No, it is authenticating. It is coming back, and that's right here a live view of Minitini One. The Adalive getting thrashed here in Tampa area. Yeah, you're getting Tampa is getting its. I mean, not a direct hit by any means, but you're getting those very nasty bands to the east of the storm. And I don't know my map. I'm gonna have to refresh here. My map just froze. I don't know what's going on. Did I lose the internet? Yeah, something's going on. But page unresponsive. Wait, maybe too many people are trying to load that page. But anyway, here we are. I'm going to leave you with this. Tornado warnings expected here in central Virginia tonight. It's been raining here for days. There you go. At least you have some cameras to keep an eye on things for a while. It's peace of mind. Yeah, I'm sure the cameras are going to die before the worst. But Phyllis Vaughn, you're aware that the North Carolina portion of the Blue Ridge Parkway is completely closed. This thing is huge, as you are showing right now. Yeah, it is. It is a huge. It is a monster of a storm. GD Leong, thank you for that super chat. Your trip to Spain was amazing. I hope you go again. You get to go again. I really hope so. I'm thinking already, maybe even next year. We had such a great time in Spain. So definitely, and I just finished editing the Seville video, which you started late today. Well, then generally we do this on Friday, so technically I am 23 hours early. Oh, looks like Pelicamp. Okay, I did for now. This is kind of the calm before the storm. I'm really afraid that maybe with that pine tree behind might because the wind is coming from the south, and the way you're looking right now, Minitini is facing is north south. So if the winds come from the south, that pine tree, that huge pine tree behind Minitini could fall on top of Minitini, which that would not be a good thing. Bono Photography, the Big Bend is worth the price to buy land. You should have known better living in Miami, but good luck. Yeah, I don't regret buying this land. It's the price you pay for living in Florida, and we didn't have a bad hurricane there for 100 years. For all we know, it won't happen for another 20 or 30, and if it happens again, well, I'll El Galupe Finca, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. And let me see if I can refresh. I'm just gonna close down this page and reopen it because yeah, we just lost there. Now it looks good. Our wonder map there. Let me show you. Category 4 hurricane. It's a monster of a storm. Actually, come to think of it, it's the first time I try to use this MacBook Pro to run 3 screens. And let me turn off the satellite, turn on the radar, and let's animate this. Let's make it animated. I like it animated. This traveler is here. If the eye passes nearby, you will have winds in each direction eventually. Yes, I will. I'm pretty sure the eye is gonna. I mean, as the prediction goes, right? If the prediction is correct, and can barely see the cone anymore. They're not showing the cone anymore. It's just barely visible. So let's take out the radar. Uh, if the cone is correct and the center goes through here, Perry and Pelicamp, which Pelicamp is right down here, it's gonna be on the right hand side of the eye. So we're gonna get mostly southern winds. At the beginning, we're gonna get some eastern winds, and at the end, we're gonna get some western winds, but mostly southern winds. And either way, I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, it's still early. It's 7:29. We probably won't see any action until 9 p.m. So at some point, I'm gonna take a break here, leave you, watching some of the cameras, and we'll come back. This is gonna be probably one of my longest live streams ever. So you think the eye is going near Greensboro, North Carolina? I'm not sure. It's gonna go to that western end of North Carolina for sure. But by then it's not gonna, it's just gonna be a tropical storm. Glad you're back in Miami and be safe. Yeah, yeah. We decided to do it. We were not gonna ride it in an RV in Pelicamp for sure. If we had like, I mean, if we had like a strong, let me see, this camera better? If we had like a strong sticks and bricks house, like a well built sticks and bricks, uh, I might decide to write it out. If we had like impact windows or shutters, and I might decide to write it out. I think we're inland enough and high enough that the storm surge is not gonna be a problem. We're like 2 miles inland. We're 20 feet above sea level, 20 to 30. Depends. I found a website that said 30. So we'll see. I mean, but anyway, how's the audio? I don't like the audio that comes out of this camera. That's the one I'm using right now. I don't know why. For some reason, the audio from the computer was not. Uh, John KP Bianco. I was looking. Where did it go? I was looking for a Bucky's in Warner Robins Tuesday. Got back to San Diego in time to miss the storm. Yeah, there's one in Warner Robins that's close to Macon, Georgia. You're going to end up like Jerry Lewis on a telethon. RV Doug, hello from the Space Coast. Ivan K, if Pelicamp area hasn't been hit for 89 years, it's very likely overdue for a big hit, Robert. Well, we had Idalia. Idalia was a pretty big hit, and that was on the last season, at the tail end of the last season. Then we had this other hurricane that came, I forgot the name, Debbie. I mean, Debbie, nothing really happened. Just I lost one tree. And Cindy G, thank you. I'm glad the audio is good. Travel Dreamer. I lived through Hurricane Hugo, Category 4. It was a dystopian for a while. Yeah, no, it's never fun after a hurricane. And then, of course, after a hurricane, and it doesn't matter what kind of hurricane, major, minor, you lose power. And it is still summer in Florida, so it's still super hot. So no air conditioner or any relief from that. It's Hurricane audio, makes the live stream more dramatic. Yeah, I think the goals for like a walkie-talkie, like make it, like those folks from the news, when they are standing in the rain and the wind with a microphone just like the one Jim in DC has, and you hear the wind noise. Here we are. Oh my God, the wind is so strong. Yeah. Ilsa Bartlett, will you connect with your fans tomorrow for contact and news of Pelicamp? I probably won't have any news uh, at the beginning. I'm gonna contact my neighbor Jamie. He's writing it out, and he's probably gonna be there, and maybe he can take a picture. Big Jim Slating, Hurricane Matthew. That's the one that went through Mexico Beach, right? I was gonna say Mexico City, no, different city. Hurricane Matthew, I stood on the porch and watched the winds change from east to west as the eye came ashore. I was about 75 miles and changed 180 degrees in 15 seconds. It felt strange. Yeah, it would. I'm sure it would. If you want to know where the storm is going to hit, then check out Ryan Hall. Yeah, as soon as we lose power and I cannot show you Pelicamp anymore, like I'm showing it to you now, I'll probably sign off and switch to Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall had some great coverage of Idalia, because he was tapping into live cameras on Stinghatchee and some of these towns that were the storm surge. At that time, it was like maybe 8, 10 feet, and we thought it was big. This time it's going to be like 8 feet. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's mind-boggling what might happen in towns like Stinghatchee or Keaton Beach. I mean, it's and those places got destroyed just not that long ago on that other storm. So not sure that here we go again. Yep. Hey Robert, really like your eyeglasses. Hope you come through the storm with minimal, no issues. Fly Pelicamp. I hope so too, Jeff. And RB Dog, best thing about hurricanes is free firewood. Well, yeah, it's a high price to pay for firewood. Maybe this time the winds will bend your crooked pine tree back vertical. Well, the winds are going in the opposite direction from where they were going a, a year ago. So maybe, as long as they don't snap in half. Ryan Hall was focused more on Georgia and North Carolina and South Carolina last night. Was frustrating because the storm didn't even hit the Keys yet. El Mandalorian, I remember helping a neighbor during Hurricane Charlie with my chainsaw. When the eye hit us, he ran back inside. Yeah, I've never actually experienced the eye of a storm. I'm in Sarasota. So far, nothing happened. Oh, Sarasota, and in Sarasota, you're probably out of the woods already. Christopher Olson, hello there. Pelican, fly Pelican, and I'm wearing my Pelicamp shirt just as a good omen here. Can you make a catchy song about hurricanes? Riding this hurricane. I'm staying here 'cause I can. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. And no IPA today. No, I'm out of IPAs. I might have a little bit of scotch back there, and if the storm gets really bad, I might be in the market for a stiff drink. Let me tell you. Uh, were you possibly thinking about Hurricane Katrina traveling, Robert? Katrina was pretty bad here in Miami. Actually, it was worse than in New Orleans, of course. In New Orleans was worse, not as much because of the wind, but because of the flooding. By the way, Edward, did I say super chat? If not, I forgot. I have the annoying campanita again. Are you expecting less or more damage compared to last time? I'm expecting less damage as far as trees go, just because all the trees that were kind of half dead or weak are probably gone by now. But I'm more afraid for Minitini One and the carport. That carport buckled the last time after careful inspection. I don't know if you can see my mouse here. One of these beams is kind of bent, so you can tell that it buckled back and forth during the last hurricane. I mean, right now the major winds are gonna hit from behind Minitini, and I've kind of have my neighbor's trailer is right there. Actually, I don't know if it is gonna be a protection or it's gonna be more like a hazard, because that trailer may tip over or roll over and then hit my carport and hit Minitini. You never know. Wondering where the pelicans go during a hurricane. We may need to create a pelican foundation. Let me tell you, the animals know. Because even 2 days ago at Pelicamp, the birds were already acting strange. Especially when we were like the vultures were like flying erratically. They know. The birds knew something was coming. I don't know what kind of instinct they have, but Jim in the sea, being in the eye is surreal. Pounding winds from one direction, absolute calm, and then getting pounded from the other. I would love to, just for the sake of science, to be able to see the eye wall from the inside. Maybe one day I can hitch a ride on one of those Hurricane Hunter airplanes. By the way, looking here at I don't know if it is an optical illusion like someone was saying, but it does look like the eye is deviating to the east of that projected path. Maybe it's just a wobble, and it's gonna wobble back like that song, "Wobble Baby, Wobble Baby, Wobble Baby, Wobble." But it does look like it's shifting east, which we won't know until in 20 minutes. I believe we have at 8 p.m. We're gonna have another update, and we'll see. We'll see what they say. In the end, I'm just yeah, I just don't know what I'm doing with my mouse here. Um, let's go back to Minitini one. Actually, let's go back to me here for a second. I'm gonna switch cameras, see how the front is looking. The main street there, and Darlene Barcelo, hello Robert and everyone, hello there. All the birds went west. I'm sure they did. Anthony travels on birding trip. The cops in Perry told the hurricane chasers there were 20 cars to leave or be arrested. He gave him 5 minutes. I don't know why this time around. I mean, Taylor County seems to be pretty draconian when it comes to evacuation orders and keeping people out. I've seen already the sheriff has been 3 times coming to this street where Pelicamp is, and this is like a very like out of the way street in the middle of nowhere. This is actually it's a private road, so yeah, I don't know. Hurricane Weeble right now in Perry, radar indicating winds at 67 miles per hour. So it's getting up there. Not at Pelicamp right now. It doesn't feel. I mean, it it seems like almost. I mean, the trees are moving a little bit. Obviously, we still have power because we have cameras. But yeah, that's the front of my property. There you can see my fence and the street going, and that street it goes south. So that's presumably the direction where the winds are going to be coming once the hurricane gets closer. Right now, the wind is coming from the north, as you can see, or the northeast probably. So yeah, um, let me switch cameras here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the. Yeah, let's go to the rear camera. The rear camera usually doesn't have that great connection between. It's got several trees. Hello, may I ask you a question? Were you in the background of a video of Celia Cruz? No, I was not. Must have been my double. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Remember those? I don't. Robert, do you have any pets? No, I don't have any pets. Hello. Okay, no, this one already read. Of course, that is above the ground. Robert, do you know if your neighbors evacuated? There are 3 neighbors on that street that decided to stay. They have apparently well-built sticks and bricks homes. And if you have a well built sticks and bricks, I mean, you're gonna lose some shingles and may get some damage, but you would probably survive. I mean, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. And especially like towards the end of that street that I showed you, because where I am I'm at the end. I'm just like the cul-de-sac at the end of the street. It's like a little hill, but like the average campers, for example, our friends Rob and Trish, check out their channel, Average Campers. Um, they have, they're the reason why many of us moved to this area. They were the original ones that discovered this area. They're like 10 feet below me. They're like 10 feet above sea level. And like our friends Seth and Audrey, they're right now they're in Dahlonega, Georgia. They just have a baby, so they haven't come down to Perry. Seth is, I believe, like 8 feet above sea level, and they may get a little bit of storm surge. They're still like a mile from the ocean, and there's a lot of trees in between, and the Gulf, and there's a lot of trees in between them and the Gulf. But if that storm surge really hits 20 feet, which is like the highest they're predicting, who knows? It could be a bad day. Actually, I had another website open here originally, which where are you? Where is it? This is it. Let me bring it to this other page here. Yeah, this is the map that tells you the elevation. And for example, our friends Seth and Audrey, they are kind of at 7 feet elevation. The average campers are probably at 9 feet, and Pelicamp is at 22 feet. So just from the beginning to the end, and you can tell when you're looking down that street that Pelicamp is a lot higher. So I think I'm gonna be okay. El Mandalorian. Hopefully your neighbors are safe. I did a metal roof on my house to feel safer. It's expensive but lasts longer than shingles and generates less waste on landfills. Yeah, I'm really hoping. By the way, 580 of you watching tonight. Thank you so much for joining me here as I try to make sense of this storm here with my live cameras. As you can see, it's getting dark already at Pelicamp. This is a live view from the back of the property. That's of course, those are solar lights, so they're gonna remain. And I can actually show you with natural light, because if I can find it, I can turn on the light there. That's what it looks like right now. There's a floodlight on the camera, and yeah, it is raining. Not very strong, but it is raining, and we're getting a little bit of wind here and there. Let's go back to night vision. Here we go. And yeah, that's what it looks like out there. At 8 p.m., I'm gonna. What was the surge prediction? Up to 20, I think. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it here. I forgot what's the site that had the map with the storm surge prediction. Current wind. Here we go. This is the map right here. Let me go back to that other display.
Hurricane Helene has reached
And here we go.
strength
Let
ahead
me
of its
zoom in
Florida
just for
landfall.
fun.
The hurricane hunters found sustained winds have increased to 130
And
miles
here
per
they're
hour.
predicting, like right now,
Pressure
Tampa
has
is freaking
increased,
out at
conditions
5 to
will
8,
continue to deteriorate in
which
the
I
next
mean,
several
freaking
hours,
out,
and other
not to
possible storm size impacts will
downplay
vary
it,
well away
but
from the
it's
center.
a lot
Helene
less
will continue
than
moving
15
inland
to
winds
20, which
expected to slow
each was.
down and
We're
possibly stall over the Tennessee
expecting
Valley
here
Lake County
between
south.
here, which is kind of
Catastrophic
like
deadly storm
Cedar
surge will
Key,
occur along
all the
coastal
way to
shores
here,
near the
which is
coast, with
kind of like
elevation reaching as
Carabell.
high as 20 feet.
By
As
the way,
it's moving
Carabell,
inland, several states will experience incredibly strong wind gusts. These wind
lovely small town there on the Forgotten Coast, and I would be really sad if Carabell ceased to
landslides possible
exist,
for portions of the southern
because
Appalachians through Friday.
that was a
Please
lovely
do
town.
not
Yeah, you can see
underestimate
we're
the
getting
potential
some more
threat
wind, some
associated
more
with
rain.
Hurricane Helene, as you just saw by that flood outlook map, and hopefully these totals
By
will
the way, if
better
I may say so
explain
myself, I
how
think I did a
restrictive
pretty
this
good job
landfall will
uh,
be, but there
cutting
are places that could see up to
all the
20
vegetation.
inches in
That
isolated
that
rainfall
doesn't want to
zones.
stay on the flood the light. That vegetation was also almost up to my chest, and yeah, we cut it all up. Yeah, I don't think. Let's switch cameras here. How about we switch cameras and show you mini teeny one. It's starting to get dark at Pelicamp. While that camera loads, let's take another look here at. No, here the camera loaded already. And as you can see, little by little, it's getting more windy and more rainy. And that's how it looks like with real light. And yeah, it's getting rainier. Let's take a look at the map and see what we're looking at. It's probably one of these rain bands starting to come in. I mean, it doesn't really. Maybe it is this one down here that is already has already reached. because this transparent stuff is like zero rain, but the rain is really coming down now. So I mean, the hurricane is getting closer. We're gonna get stronger winds, and eventually, it's. Do you see what I mean? It's still kind of to the right of that wobble. I don't know. Let's go back to. It's kind of hard with three monitors. It's my first time working with three monitors. Did you replace the shed after the last storm? No, I didn't. It's the same shed. It did. I don't know if you can tell. You cannot tell, but it did buckle. And if you look closely, a couple of these are a little bent. But in Tallahassee, we have never been hit by a Category 3 hurricane. Well, there's a first time for everything, and it looks like you're gonna get this time. I mean, it's coming right down the pike. So here is the velocity display from northwest. What miles per hour is that carport rated for? I have no idea. I actually didn't ask. I never asked. But it does look like the wind is still kind of coming from the east and it's going straight into the camera, as you can see there. Actually, it looks rather spectacular. As the rain comes down. Oh wow, look at that. I'm just kind of glad I'm not there. It's starting to get nasty out there at Pelicamp. El Mandalorian had 14 trees close to our house cut last week. One fell down a month ago and had one from my neighbors resting on my tree. Got it out of the way also. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to make good use of my uh, chainsaw next week. Robert, does your soil drain good or will there be a lot of standing water? No, it drains almost immediately. This is sand. It's pure sand. Uh, Praying for our daughter in Tallahassee. It's going to be felt in Tallahassee, but at least in Tallahassee, you're far inland enough that you're not going to get hit with that massive storm surge. I think the massive storm surge is going to be like the most devastating, especially along this coast here, along the coast. For reference, what we were looking at, this is the small town of Carabell, lovely small town. That whole town is going to be underwater. By the way, there was a phone booth there that was the smallest police station in the United States. Anywhere from Carabell all the way down this bend. This is the Big Bend, all the way down to Cedar Key. That's where they're predicting the worst of the storm surge. And as you can see, Perry and Pelicamp right here. That's Kitten Beach. Are right in the middle of it. So if this is the coast, how far would it go inland? This is about the 10 feet mark above sea level. The 20 feet mark is around here. So it could potentially, I mean, there's a lot of vegetation, a lot of trees in this area. So I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is that Pelicamp looks like this, looks like a lot of rain starting to fall. And if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna take a quick break. Hey, Casita RV Live. Hey, Robert, not looking good. Nah, not looking so great, man. Um, but in the end, if we lose the carport, if we lose Minitini One, it's. I mean, Minitini One does have a sentimental value. It's not quite replaceable, but it's human life is what is irreplaceable, right? All that stuff is, you know, it's just things. It's just money. Um, and yeah, we'll. I mean, fingers crossed. Hopefully, Militini has been sitting there for so long. Maybe it's like almost anchored to the ground at this point. Uh, Do you have a replacement value insurance or your camper? Not really. And even if I did, I mean, I haven't insured. I haven't checked if it does include, acts of God or that kind of thing. But even if they can, that trailer is probably worth. I mean, and I shouldn't be saying this if I ever want to sell it, right? But that trailer is probably worth real value nowadays, probably about 5 grand, maybe. So it's not like it's a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. Um, I mean, the Carport it was probably more money than the minute it is worth. But anyway, Anthony Misirilis, you should start another YouTube channel just for hurricanes. You're doing better than most of the media. Hopefully, it won't do as much damage and loss of life as they're saying. Unfortunately, and in another circumstance, like I'm kind of cavalier when it comes to Miami. I mean, I live in a 1942 house 10 miles I mean, even more, 10 miles from the ocean. The intracoastal is halfway between. Um, the worst that could happen here is, that something comes through a window and the roof blows off. Yeah, that would be a bad day. But whoever is in one of those coastal towns by the water, Dark Island, Cedar Key, Cedar Key, not as, yeah, it's going to be bad too. Keaton Beach, Deckle Beach. Yeah, it means a lot to you, traveling Robert. Yeah, it does. It does. It definitely does. Minitini is a survivor. Uh, Bro, better than the media. I swear. They were saying category 6. I don't think it's gonna. It is definitely gonna be a strong category. They were saying category 3 until yesterday, so they definitely upgraded it to look at that. Pelicamp is, and that's just rain. I mean, that's really, if you think about it. Let's just look at the. I really like this radar. It's a website. It's Wondermap. Um, because it has features. You can change. You can add satellite to it. You can add the wind stream. I don't know exactly how that works. There you go. That's the wind. I don't know if you can add like wind speeds. I don't think it shows wind speeds, but actually that's a pretty cool shot right there. It kind of gives you an idea of the winds, how the wind is going. It reminds me that there's an app called Windy that kind of does something similar. And yeah, great real-time imagery. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm not watching the mainstream for the real stuff. Watching Travel and Rubber. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Tropical Paradise by Lisa, our neighbor at Pelicamp. Well, not neighbor. It's like a 10-minute drive, but it's such a sparsely populated area that we're all neighbors, right? I stopped by her place yesterday to take some pictures. And let me get rid of the wind stream here. Oh, you can do wind speed or air temperature. Okay, cool. I keep learning things. I don't use this app as often as. I'm just gonna go back to night vision here just to save battery on my camera. And yeah, this is gonna be a while. It is almost 8 p.m., so there's gonna be another weather statement here coming soon. I'm trying to switch cameras here. Hey, hey. Balsero, hey Robert, and you all Pelican heads out there. Hope for the best for Pelicamp. I really hope so too. To be honest, for the first time, I'm a little more worried. What distance are you from Port St. Joe? I don't know the exact distance, and it's kind of hard for me to calculate right now. But yeah, that's the front. The camera is very wet, as you can see. Yes, I have a cable. Sending it there right now. Huh? Cable. 620 now live. Yeah, we haven't had this many live in a long, long time. Uh, I hope you know that Perry Tropical Lisa. No, Lisa, I think is going back right before me. They saying it'll hit land at 130 miles per hour, more or less. Yeah, it's probably around there now. Jody Williams, prayers for y'all. Oh, I thought I had changed to my front camera. Here we go. This is what the front camera looks right now. Actually, it doesn't look very windy. If you look at my neighbor's flag, it's kind of the calm before the storm right now. Perry will be okay. Well, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Definitely. Let me see if. Hold on. I like this website. I don't know why. It's just out of. I mean, this is the one that I've used since forever. And we do have an 8 p.m. Update here. Let's check it out. We have an 8 p.m. Let me go full screen here. I don't know why I'm not getting a full screen. And here's the 8 p.m. We're having 8 p.m. Eastern position, maximum winds of 115, gusts of 135. I don't think that has changed much. Movement north-northeast. So, yeah, at 6 p.m. it shifted a little to the right. That's 7, that's 8 p.m. right now. So it hasn't shifted all that much. I mean, we're still a long way. I mean, probably by 9, 10, by 10, maybe even 11 p.m., we're going to feel the worst of the storm. So I might have to take a break here. Do you have an automated weather station at Pelicamp? I don't. I don't. I do not. I should actually, but I don't. That's the front camera there. I heard this is the strongest storm on record to hit the Big Bend. Yes, I believe so. The Big Bend, contrary to popular belief, we don't really get as many hurricanes. This has been a record year. We have three major in less than a year. Peter Brill, hi, hello everyone. I hope everyone near the bend of Florida is safe and Pelicans survives. Fly Pelican Fly, breaking news. Western Kentucky is going to have big floods, not to mention the rest of the path. Yeah, it's a mind-boggling that this thing is gonna reach all the way to Western Kentucky. And what a great time to be alive, right? I can be broadcasting live here, actually with multiple cameras, chatting with you guys. All while having a live image from 425 miles away at Pelicamp. Yeah, this camera is getting kind of soggy, so let's switch cameras here. Let's switch cameras. Luckily, I have 3 cameras at Pelicamp right now, and let's look at Mini Teeny. If it ever works. Here we go. Why aren't you going full screen? There you go. That's Minitini 1. And you know what? If we lose power, it doesn't really matter if our batteries survive. Anyway, it's at 96%. Let's look at it with a real light in color to see what it really looks like. Um, and I can't find. I lost my mouth and I can't find it. I'm falling. I can't get up, guys. I'm gonna take a quick break. I wish I could put some music in the background, but I don't know exactly how to do it at this point. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna leave Minitini 1 there on the screen. All right, everybody, I'm back. I'm back. And I see you guys have been speaking among yourselves here in the chat. Just needed to take a break. And I'm going to take a quick break soon to call my mom. But lots of rain at home base, outer bands. Where are you, Lisa Lisa? Thanks. Now I can DJ the break. Hey, we should have planned that. Maybe you can do like hurricane music. Remember, went to no, Colombia. No, that's not what I did. I went to get a stiff drink. Thanks for sharing, Colombia. Um, Vermont Gym, Hammond Sunday. It was Bed Springs. Those neighbors are still there. Welcome back. Thank you. He's back. Yes, I'm back. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna try to keep this going as long as we have cameras. To be honest, I'd like to keep it going as long as I can show you what's going on at Pelicamp, which at this moment, I mean, it's just rain. It's not all that much. And hopefully we won't lose power. Let me look at this up close, see what's going on. You see, probably what we're seeing on the map right now are some of these yellow bands coming up. That's what we're seeing hitting Pelicamp right now, but so far it's not a whole lot. I mean, here's Perry, here's Pelicamp. Yeah, it's this band probably just hit Pelicamp, for example. I'll be worried when this gets there, but by the time this gets there, we probably won't have power. I mean, look at Pelicamp right now. It's really raining a lot more and a lot more wind. If you see the plants there on the right, those plants are really starting to move. We haven't seen the back in a while. Let's see if I can load the back here real quick. Uh, this is a Pelicamp back. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, we lost about 100 people when I was on break. I'm sorry about that. But, we're unsupervised here. Oh, unsupervised. Keep it rolling, Robert, and we'll keep the mimosas flowing. Yeah, in the back it looks kind of dark just because this plant here on the top right is kind of blinding the night vision. But let's see if we can see with natural light. Yeah, this rear camera, but see, look, for some reason the light on this camera doesn't want to stay on. It just comes on for a few seconds and then it doesn't really want to stay on. But yeah, the rear it doesn't really look as dramatic, right? Yeah, we still have at least 2 hours until this thing really starts rocking and rolling at Pelicamp. Let's see what it looks like here at the front. As I told you, we're looking kind of southwest here. And yeah, this one doesn't want to stay on with the light either. Probably because too much motion. Who knows? These cameras are finicky. You see, it rained really, really strong for a second, and then now it's more windy than rainy. Look at my neighbor's flag. It's flapping all over the place. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, you see that the wind is switching to the south, to the southwest. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that flag is not gonna survive the hurricane. It probably won't. Anyway, I'm just gonna read some of your comments. Hello, everyone, says Casita RV Live. When the cassette is full, you have to empty it, says Luxper. I saw the storage building briefly. Yeah, it's still there. A rolling thunder, pouring rain is coming on like a hurricane. Yep. Oh my, Robert, your neighbor stayed in his RV in the driveway. The neighbor across the street. No, there's no one there. He's back in South Florida. Neighbor is rolling a nice. That neighbor, man, Richard is his name. This guy has like a compound there across the street, and all these lights. I mean, he has like five different structures. A fifth wheel here on the left, and that Class C is fairly new. And yeah, I call it the compound. Let me let's see what it looks like. Yeah, not a whole lot of change. I do see. I don't know. I don't care what they say. I do see it drifting to the right of that projected path, but I don't know. What do I know? I'm just gonna read some of your comments here. Uh, can't believe you read that. Jen on Wheels, Robert. I'm so sorry you have to worry about Pelicamp again. When will you be back at Pelicamp? I'm sure they're not gonna let anybody in for the next 2 or 3 days, but as soon as we can go back, probably early next week. Probably not this weekend, but probably early next week. Casita RV Life. After all the hurricanes, you are going to have to write a hurricane song. I think so. Yeah, yeah. That may be a good idea. Jim Baja Camper. I hope all goes well, Robert. I'm watching from Baja. Love your videos. Yeah, in Baja you don't get as many. Well, you do get hurricanes. Actually, there was a hurricane Ileana. Ili's name. There was a hurricane Ileana last week, wasn't there? Hoping you can do some videos on Pelican Post Storm. Domo arigato, Mr. Robato. For sure, we're gonna do some of those. For sure, we have to. Jackie Trujillo, Colombia is gone. Yeah, it's too much poop talk, I guess. He's got some money sitting on the open, right? I think so, Jim. Aloha, prayers for all who are affected. Stay safe. Stay safe. I hope Pelicamp. I feel like you should be having a nice stiff drink during this live stream. What makes you think I'm not having one? Hopefully camp comes through. Okay, best of luck here in Orlando. We're luckier. Yeah, Orlando, I mean, you're getting some rain, I'm sure. But no, you're kind of, yeah, Orlando, man, you guys are lucky. You're just outside. You're just outside of those rain bands. You're getting a little, drizzle here and there. Uh, yeah, it's still early. It's gonna be a long night. And I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna try to be on as long as possible. You need. I survived Hurricane Helene Pelicamp T-shirt. I should. If Minitini one does survive, we're definitely gonna have a T-shirt printed, because this is one of those that if I had two trucks and I was able to get both trailers out of there, I probably would have. Uh, Flaming hurricanes for everyone. Jim and DC. Um, yeah, there's Minitini one still there. Let's see. For some reason, sometimes it doesn't let me do natural light. I don't know why. I hope Pelicam survives. I hope so too. Do you have a re-entry pass? I don't have a re-entry pass. I mean, I could prove that I live there. It's starting to rain a lot harder now, as you can see. And I wish I could do like sound, but I don't think we could do sound on these cameras. Pelicamp is strong, says Jackie. People in Orlando will call it Mickey Mouse Storm. Yes, they will, right? Have they estimated where Helene will make landfall? It's gonna be somewhere, where the center line for that cone is, and that is that's not a populated area at all. That's a kind of, I'm thinking I'm showing you, but I'm not. So I'm going to show you. You see the center of that line. And let me reduce the opacity here so we can see the map a little better. The center of the line is going through here. There's nothing here. Mandalay, that's probably just a fish camp. There's nothing here. This is US 98. This is a very wooded area, so that's my worry that a lot of those pine trees are gonna be snapped like toothpicks. Here's Panacea. That's kind of like the largest town there as US 98 goes down into the coast. And then you have Carabell, which is a lovely town. Then you have Apalachicola here, Port St. Joe, is St. John's Island, St. Joseph Peninsula. Yeah, that's what I meant. Uh, on this side, and then on this side, here's the center of the storm. On this side, we really have nothing until we reach. This is Spring Warrior Camp, which is an area very similar to Pelicamp, and then Pelicamp, which is somewhere down here. And Perry, this is Perry Foley Airport, and that's Perry. So the landfall, I mean, could be anywhere, right? Anywhere around that area, but it's supposed to be there, which there's not a whole lot there. So, and if, I mean, eventually, once it goes inland, it's gonna go through Tallahassee. Although it looks more and more like Tallahassee is gonna get the weak side of the storm. So, coastal Florida, yeah, this is that part of Florida that that's why they call it the Forgotten Coast and the Big Bend, because there's not a whole lot. How close are you from the coast there, Robert? Pelicamp is good as the crow flies, about a mile and a half, 2 miles. Actually, I should be able to check that on Google Maps. I'm just gonna check real quick. Let me do. Let me see. Where are we here? Pelicamp. It's right here. In Google, you can do measure distance. As the crow flies from the coast, I'm 1.42 miles. Of course, if I were to drive, it's probably a little over 2. So, yeah. I think there will be a lot of new pine furniture being sold next year. Let me tell you, this is the forest capital of Florida. If all goes south, it'll be hard to watch. Yeah. Well, there it is, live. How's your mom, Robert? Actually, she's doing okay. Her eyesight's still giving her trouble. Actually, I'm gonna take a break here in about 10 minutes to call her. So I wonder if I can play music for you guys. Let me see, let me know if you can hear this. No, I don't think you can hear that, right? Unless. Yeah, system audio, you should be able to hear. Can you hear it? I think that Minitini will survive. In God's grace. Say hi to Illy. Will do. She's in the next room. Imagine having a conference room with almost 600 students listening to your class. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here, right? When did you get home from Hershey? We got home yesterday, actually. After Hershey, we had a wedding. Okay, music sounds good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you guys with some music here. Actually, what could be more allegoric to this moment? I don't even know where my music is. And I'm using Spotify, by the way. I'm just using Spotify. But here we go. What could be more allegoric to this moment than desert rain? I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy the music. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I'm back. Let me. Anyway, look at the well, now it's stopped, but the neighbor's flag was like almost like bending over. Well, I'll switch back if I see any change. Like yeah, it's got a yeah that flag is not gonna survive the storm. And right now we're still getting like easterly winds, which makes sense if you look at the map. And this is not moving. I don't know why. I have to refresh. Let me get rid of the satellite, put on the radar, animate. Yeah, if you look where Pelicamp is, yeah, the primary winds are still coming from the east. So that's why you see his flag kind of facing my way. Because right here we're looking southwest. Anyway, let me get to some of your questions here, your comments. Lots of hello, David Barr, Blizzy Chuckles. Lots of rain in Western Georgia. Hey, Robert. Happy vibes. I hope your property hold up as well. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully. Welcome back. How's your mom? Mom, her eyes are really bad. We may even I may have to take her to the ophthalmologist tomorrow morning. Actually, we were just talking. We were traveling from South Carolina to New Jersey, Robin C. And stop at the Natural Bridge in Virginia because of one of your videos. Beautiful walk-on view. Yeah, it is a short hike, but it's a beautiful place right there. Old Glory flying there. Yeah. Minitini is aerodynamic. This stuff will blow right over it. Let's hope so. But the way the winds are supposed to come, they're supposed to come from behind the Minitini, which is not its most aerodynamic side. Oliver DeVries, greetings from Pleasant Hill, California. Greetings there. Undefeated Records sending good vibes. Welcome back. Got a theme song in mind. Yeah, I figured out how to play music, although it doesn't sound loud. There's something off with my audio setup here on this laptop. It's been doing that on and off, so I have to fix that. Anyway, let's switch back to Minitini Cam, and right now it's kind of uh, and not very exciting because we're in one of those moments in the storm where not a whole lot is happening, as you can see. Fun fact, my grandfather was from Natural Bridge. Cool. Strap your shed down. Not really. Oh, we're losing signal here. You think you might have lost power? I hope not, but when the storm starts getting really bad, that's when we start losing everything. And no, we're back. Camera is back. Wi-Fi can be unreliable sometimes. Get some of those pontoons to mount a Mini 21 so it floats if you get flooded. Well, hopefully we won't get flooded here. We're a little above 20 feet above sea level here at Pelicamp. So, hey, Red Jaguar, traveling Robert, sending prayers for you and Pelicamp as well as your mom's eyes. My father is going through the same thing. What's your record collection? Record collection? I don't know. I used to have a record collection. I still have a few. Hope you both remain safe. Well, we're down in South Florida, So we're good, but we don't want Minitini to fly Pelican fly. Well, you never know at this point. Hopefully not. I filled up the tanks. Hopefully it's heavy enough. Colombia is back. Yeah, Colombia is back. Much love from Gaming with Hippie. And well, here we are, almost 1.5 hours into this live stream. 491 of you watching. Uh, Hi, Robert. Hope Pelicamp is okay. We're in North Georgia watching the storm. You're gonna get a little bit of probably not like hurricane force winds, but you're probably gonna get some tropical storm force winds at some point. How far is Pelicamp from the coastline? Says Bob. It's about 1.5 miles as the crow flies. Adam Buser, hello. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Well, here I am. Here I am. Um, I mean, I keep doing this every Friday and Sunday. Elevate the process. Hello, everyone, and stay safe. Yeah, Lisa has a tropical paradise, has a property relatively close to Pelicamp, and hopefully it will be fine too. How long before Helene makes landfall? I don't know. I was thinking it was gonna be around 8, but it looks more like probably 10. I don't know. Has anybody watched any TV programs making a prediction? I mean, it's getting awfully close. I mean, Cedar Key, Horseshoe Beach are starting to. I'm sure all these coastal towns are getting a lot of. Maybe I should do watch a little bit of. Hold on, hold on. I opened the wrong window. Never mind. Well, Ryan Hall. I'm sure you guys know who he is. I'm not gonna do too much, just because I don't want to get in trouble with the copyright police. But there he is broadcasting, and well, he has a couple of cameras that look very much like mine. So, Perry, Florida, Stinghatchee, Florida. Yeah, I'm not gonna without, but I'll be monitoring his feed just in case he says anything. Hold on. How can I? Anyway, let me keep a. On Fox Weather, you're saying landfall in about 3 hours. Yeah, I may not be able to stay here that long, just because. Hey, Charlie Grace, I've been watching Ryan Hall today too, the best YouTube weather channel. Yeah, Ryan Hall, he's like the standard, right? And he has like people, all over, has people all over the place, doing how can I do like picture in picture? I'd like to do picture in picture just to anyway. Um, yeah, he has a whole bunch of cameras and people on the ground. Boots on the ground, Category 4 hurricane. I mean, this is no hurricanes in Kansas. Well, you guys get tornadoes, which are like tiny hurricanes. Will the hurricane go northeast? No, I believe it's gonna go like make a beeline for like Atlanta, Florida. I mean Atlanta, Georgia, and then it's gonna go kind of west through Chattanooga, like following kind of I-75, if you will. Hope you're in Miami. Yeah, I'm in Miami. This is the Flagami studio. So down in the Keys, watch Mike's weather page. No, I like watching Ryan Hall. You know, he's good. He is very much in detail. Yep. Hey from Jim and Carol in Connecticut. We hope Pelicamp doesn't get hit too hard. Well, right now there's not a whole lot going on at Pelicamp. Let me see if I can find my mouse here so I can show you. It's just light rain. It's already nighttime. Luckily, we have night vision cameras. It will be Atlanta, Florida after it rolls through. Probably, Jim. Yeah. There was a hurricane that went through Atlanta, like I want to say 15 years ago, that blew out all the windows on that hotel, the round hotel there. Glad you're safe. Hope Pelicamp is not damaged. NBC has someone in Perry tracking the storm. Are insurance companies writing policies for coastal property? I was listening to Weather Channel this morning. They said Perry, Florida could receive storm surge of 15 to 20 inches of water. I mean, feet of water. Bob Lish, you are absolutely right. And I'm sure. Um, I mean, you have to have insurance if you have a mortgage. So, but it's gotta be prohibitively expensive. Remember Hogfish on Stock Island, October 17th. Hogfish, that's a nice restaurant on Hog Island. How's the spring up there? Oh, this to Jim Foster. Will Jim Cantori be joining us live from Pelicamp? I wish, right? No, this is just yeah, it's gonna be a while, but I think we're gonna feel at Pelicamp at least. We're gonna feel the worst of this storm before actual landfall. But the way I see it, I mean, look at it. It's deviating from the center. I don't care what they say. This storm is deviating from the center by a lot. And I hope they do another update at 9 p.m. Eastern. But last time Perry looked worse off than Pelicamp. Yeah, probably. Hogfish Grill is awesome. Yeah, I've been to that place. Great sandwich. Sunshine Girl. Hey, Robert, this is like the third hurricane that goes through Perry. Have you thought of selling? No. I mean, it's statistically speaking, if statistics are real, we probably won't get another one for another 100 years. JLR investigates is camped out doing a live stream at the Hampton Inn in Perry. New Horizons, be careful and stay safe, Robert. Yeah, I know that Hampton Inn. That's like the nice hotel there in downtown. It's right on US 19, actually. So glad you're not at Pelicamp, Carol Rotella. No, no. I mean, I wouldn't ride this inside an RV anywhere. No. Hurricane Hunters is at the I-2. That would be an interesting job, just to see that. The weather reporters have put on their helmets. Stuff is getting real. These reporters today, when Andrew, they were out on the street, no helmets, no raincoats. What's gonna? Just kidding, guys. I think NHC is doing National Hurricane Center is doing position updates every hour now. Yeah, they're doing every hour when it is this close to land, and the way that I see it, yeah, there's not a whole lot happening at Pelicamp. The way that I see it deviating from that center line by a lot. Unless it wobbles back, this is gonna make landfall right at Keaton Beach. The way it looks right now, it's just wobbling to the east. And if it goes through Keaton Beach, that's exactly Keaton Beach was a kind of almost exactly was between Keaton Beach and Stinghatchee. That was a landfall for Idalia. Well, it just sent me an image. Let me see. If you're still watching, thank you, Greg. I just saw your message or your message. Okay, here we go. It says landfall 9:54, so in about an hour at Keaton Beach. They're predicting 9:54 at Keaton Beach, 10:03 Stinghatchee. So yeah, Eli just sent me a picture from the weather radar and the predictions. So yeah, we have an hour. We have an hour left of this. Tropical Paradise by Lisa Lisa. I sure hope that is correct. No future hurricane. We need a break. Yeah, we certainly do. Bubblige, what is the elevation on your of your property? It's about 20 to 25 feet above sea level, barely around 20, 22. It's I mean, I've been looking at different maps and they're off by 1 or 2 feet, so it's within the margin of error. P. Eldridge, prayers. I'm thinking of you and Illy. Thank you. The breeze in Florida. I'm really hoping selfishly that it wobbles just enough to put us on the west end. Yeah. And if it goes through Keaton Beach, it's barely the west. I mean, we might see the eye unless we lose power, of course. 500,000 people without electricity. Yeah, and it's going to be a lot more. It's going to be in the millions. Uh, Oliver DeVries, Robert, you used to have a lot of trees at Pelicamp since the last hurricane. They help block some of the wind, unless they tip over. Um, I still do. I mean, I lost a good third of the trees, but we still have some good old growth. And we have just north of us, which doesn't do us any good if the wind comes from the south. But just north of us, we have a big area of old growth pine trees. Refills, anyone? Yes, thank you, Sonia. I'm having a stiff drink tonight because let me tell you, besides being low calorie and low carb, yeah, this is what I need with the predicament for Pelicamp. How do you like your place in Golden Valley, Arizona? Says Dave Barr. I haven't been back there since I bought it. And I bought it. I mean, I saw it, but kind of almost sight unseen. We did a little bit of a due diligence about flood zones and washes and deeds and like restrictions, and it all looked good. But I haven't been back. I want to be back now in January or February and do some basic development there. At least Jim Cantor is way west of you in Tallahassee. That's a good sign for Pelican. Well, the thing with Tallahassee is the only big town we have nearby. The other one is Gainesville. But Tallahassee obviously is the capital, so it's a little bigger. But yeah, it's Landfall is Pelicamp. Yeah, Casita anytime. Thank you, Greg. I really appreciate it, man. And we'll see what happens. Landfall, good bar name. Yeah, thank you, Sonia. Hunkering down for the duration. Let me show you here what it looks like. I mean, not a whole lot happening at Pelicamp right now, as you can see. But this is it's always bluster Keaton. No, Keaton Beach is gonna get pounded for sure. Keaton Beach probably actually it's safe to assume that right now Keaton Beach is halfway underwater. I mean that storm surge has to be hitting Keaton Beach probably 10 feet or more right now. Uh, Low calorie and low carb sounds like vodka. It's actually a blended Scotch whiskey at this point. Jim's in Tallahassee for the co-eds, not the weather. Half of my trees from the last hurricane fell on my property. It's if cleanup. once again. Cheers, Robert, and I feel the same way. Hard drink. Yeah, for real. Paul, Robert, was nice checking on you. We'll come back later. And the Weather Channel is broadcasting from Peril. Unfortunately, I don't have cable, so I don't have the Weather Channel. All I have is Ryan Hall, y'all. And let's see what Ryan Hall is doing. Um, yeah, I just want to make it smaller. How do you make it smaller? Here we go. No, that not that small. Hold on. I don't even know how to use YouTube. There. And now I just boom, boom, boom. Yeah, he's now talking about Savannah and Charleston. I mean, this thing is gonna be felt. I'm looking at Ryan Hall right now. This thing is gonna be felt everywhere. Anyway, here's again live view from. Will you be on as usual tomorrow? Yes, I'll be on as usual tomorrow. We'll probably call it the aftermath. You know what I forgot to record is my podcast. So maybe there won't be a make it small, Picard. Hey, Christopher Olson, I wish I could stay longer, but I can't stay awake. Hope everything is fine with Pelicamp when I wake up. Take care. Take care, Christopher, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. I know it's very late where you are, or early, actually. It's like early morning. Um, Fox Weather is free on YouTube. Uh, yeah, maybe I should tap into all those channels, right? Just to YouTube. If I was in a remote location, I would probably not be able to. Yeah, actually, let me see if I have like a live cam like from Perry, from somewhere else in Perry. No, I don't want Katy Perry. Live webcams. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. Whoa, Tampa Bay looks bad. Look at this. Check it out. Tampa Bay. Oh, check it out. My own video comes out as a related down here on the bottom. These are some live cams from Tampa Bay. Uh, and Tampa Bay is, I mean, that's nothing. Gulfport Beach, that's half of the storm surge we're gonna be getting at Pelicamp or elsewhere. You know, it's yeah. They have a Hurricane Hunter apparently right now in the max wind, 38 pressure aircraft. Are we like live, or this is like an old video? No, it is. It is live. We have found. Look at that part just north. You see Horseshoe Beach, Big Bend Wildlife. That's just before Pelicamp. So all that stuff is coming ashore very soon here, and I just can't watch. This part. He has a much better satellite image than I was watching those live cams in Tampa earlier. The bridge in bottom right looks suspect. FEMA needs a fleet of basic trailers for temporary homes. Hey Winnebago, check it out. Basic trailers. Where's the real sea level of Pelicamp? We are at about 20 feet above sea level. I have Fox Weather Channel on YouTube. They are live in Cross City. Cross City, yeah, Cross City. I drive through there every time on my way. Cross City is somewhere around here, actually. This is the Suwannee River right here. So that's very close. Here we go, Cross City. That's Cross City right there, which is kind of far from the coast, but it's probably what's getting the brunt of the outer bands right now. Let me lower the opacity here so we can see the map better. Anyway, yes, you see nothing, not a whole lot happening. Actually, there's this big band. We're gonna get a lot of rain right now. Actually, there should be a lot of rain right now in at Pelicamp. But as you can see, it doesn't look all that bad. And there I thought I would have to miss the live stream this week because of travel plans, but it turns out I was 20 hours early. Yeah. Surely the residents of Perry have evacuated. The whole county, the whole Taylor County was under a mandatory evacuation order. I mean, I don't really see a need if you have like a well built house in Perry proper, in town, uh, for you to evacuate at this point. That would just be taking a shelter bed that someone else who really needs it could use. But if you live in a mobile home within, I mean, 5 miles of the coast, I would get the heck out, just in case. Hey, there's a guy going live from Dedra Key, driving around Dedra Key. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. So at this point, I mean, we haven't lost power at Pelicamp at this point. As where is Dedra Key? Well, I got someone, but it's a Spanish channel. Helene tocará tierra en Florida esta noche. Oh, she's from my radar. She's from the My Radar app. Okay. Anyway, I don't know where Dedra Key is, but I'm gonna keep reading your missing that Keaton Beach camera. Yeah, last year during Idalia, that Keaton Beach camera was really, really impressive. The storm bands are relentless. We are on the dirty side of the storm, as they say. Yep, it's gonna be bad. David Barr just wanted to say thank you, Robert. Thank you for acknowledging that I was so fortunate to be there and to watch your live stream. I hope you have a wonderful evening. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, Dave. Thank you for being here. We started to really pick up here in Jacksonville. Excuse me. How far is Ocala from where it'll hit? Ocala is about 2 hours away from Pelicamp. And if it hits a little farther to the northwest, so yeah, Ocala is pretty inland, so I don't think Ocala is gonna be like super bad. I mean, here's Ocala. So as you can see, you're getting some outer bands, you're getting some rain, you're probably gonna get some tropical storm force gusts, but yeah. Hello from Cary, North Carolina, hoping for minimal impact on Pelicamp. I hope so too. Are any of your neighbors near Pelicamp riding the storm? At least three I know of in my street, because a gentleman who lives like three houses down, he lost his picket fence with Idalia. He told me that he was riding the storm. He has a well-built house, sticks and bricks. As long as he doesn't sweep away house key, will be locked out. Now Fox Weather is broadcasting from Perry, Florida. Perry is gonna be like kind of ground zero. It's the closest big town. Where is it hitting? I live in Arizona. I miss rain and wind. Well, I would like to be in Arizona right now, to be honest about it. Paradise Lisa agreed. He's amazing and comforting at the same time. Who Ryan Hall? Robert Weather Channel is just said winds in Perry currently 17 miles per hour. Yeah, which is not a whole lot. And if you can see our Pelicamp camera, it doesn't look like it's very windy right now. It's that calm between rain bands. But I'm sure when it hits, it's gonna be a sight to behold. And we're getting awfully close here. We're getting awfully close. Actually, we have a really bad band right on top of Perry right now. It's one of the outer bands. If you see it here on the map, and if I could switch cameras quickly, I mean, it displays here quickly enough. There's something going on here, right on top of Perry. This is bad. This is almost red in the middle. That's going to be some heavy rain. Unfortunately, down here at Pelicamp, it's not really, not a whole lot going on. It's just on and off, pretty bad bands, but not a whole lot. Now, when this hits Pelicamp in about, I want to say half an hour or so, that's when it's really gonna start rocking and rolling, and that's probably when we're gonna start losing power there. That's one of those quick bands, like really heavy rain, but that's not gonna last. Do you see anything about Apalachicola being in the path? St. George Island, Camp Gulf, Henderson Beach. Fortunately, all those are on the non-dirty side of the hurricane. If you see here, and here's Apalachicola, and the west side, the southwest of the hurricane mainly is the. I mean, yeah, they did get some bad bands there in Apalachicola, but it's not as bad as. And then Camp Gulf, Henderson Beach. This is Panama City. Actually, Camp Gulf is here in Miramar Beach. There's not a whole lot going on there. No. A hurricane, even a hurricane as large as this one is, the really bad area of 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 the storm is not very big. Bless you, Robert. Thank you. Salud. Thank you so much. Bless you. Yeah, I must be getting allergic to scotch as well. You're cutting in and out, Robert. I am. I'm telling you, this is like. I'm not anywhere near. Hey, Jim. Lots. I've been in lots of hurricanes and tornadoes. Hopefully, the Perry Popeyes survived. The chicken there is great. I've never been to the Perry Popeyes. I should because I haven't had Popeyes in many years actually. But I used to love it. There you go. That's our front camera there at Pelicamp. As you can see, let's go to the street camera. Let's see what the flag looks like out there. Our neighbor Richard and his. Maybe Helene will dredge up your old drone from the Gulf. Wouldn't that be cool? Maybe it'll show up at Pelicamp. Looks like it's moving to the right of the cone. Yeah, that's what I said. It does look like it's drifting to the right, which if it drifts enough, that could be really good news for Pelicamp. I was in Ivan, Dennis, and Katrina. Okay, my main hurricanes have been Andrew, of course, in '92, and then in 2005 in Miami, we had a 1-2 punch with Katrina and Wilma, and we've had a couple of other hurricanes, but they haven't been as memorable. So Fox Weather is reporting Helene is now 140 miles per hour. That's legit. Okay, the front camera failed to connect, but that camera is very far away from my Wi-Fi, so that's probably why. No, we have front camera now. Let's check it out. Yeah, my neighbor's flag is hanging for dear life there. Oh, I'm not showing you his gap there. I really wouldn't have left my flag unattended in a storm like this. Clear video and audio here. Extreme wind warning has been issued for Pelicamp. Yep, it's starting to get there. It's within the next half hour is probably when we're gonna start losing power, and then I'll just sign off and continue watching Ryan. Miss Amanda J. Hi, Robert. So glad to see you safe in Miami. This live puts a lot of worried Pelican heads at ease. It seems like Perry will get hit hard Will you drive up afterwards if it does? Yeah, I'm probably not this weekend, just to let things calm down, let them, clear the roads and whatnot. But as soon as it is safe to go back, probably by Monday or Tuesday, we're heading back up. Yeah. I'm glad, Gina Roberts. I'm glad to spend the evening with you, praying for Pelicamp and me home alone with my dogs. Yikes! I was in Hurricane Andrew at Navy Base Orlando. Yeah, I was. I was a teenager in Miami. Steve Gomez, how is your Arizona camp? Are you developing it yet? Not quite yet, but hopefully soon. Hopefully we'll be getting back in January and do at least like connect the water, the electricity, and do a septic tank. The Hurricane Hunter aircraft in the storm reported 140 miles per hour wind speed. That's a lot. That's a lot. Do you have a battery backup power to run the cameras? Is it dependent upon cable internet? It's dependent upon the power. I was gonna do a battery backup solution, but it didn't work. Our power is going in and out here, traveling Robert. Well, thankfully, at Pelicamp is still rock solid. Uh, and if I had Minitini one out there with something to be said for the flex package, not a commercial. But if I had left Minitini 4 out there and not Minitini 1, Minitini 4 with the flex package, we could run for several days those cameras with the battery backup power. But unfortunately, the battery on Minitini 1 is shot, so doesn't work anymore. Did you make it to northern Maine? We did. We loved it. We went all the way to where the ghost locomotives are there in the middle of the forest. That was really cool. The turnpike was bumper to bumper for miles of evacuation from Hurricane Andrew. I bet you it was. Yeah, we didn't evacuate. I actually rode it near downtown Miami on a sixth floor, and we didn't get the worst of the hurricane there, but it still was kind of scary. Yeah, I keep getting notifications on my phone. I'm sorry, I'm not able to get them all. By the way, Matthew Trentham, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Why Arizona? I love Arizona. And the place that I bought is surrounded by mountains, and Arizona, except for the occasional flash flood in certain areas, you don't really have any natural disasters, which is good. If you had left Minitini 4 there, it would be a Winnebago commercial. Exactly. I left Minitini 1, which has an old AGM battery that doesn't work anymore. So, I mean, it would probably run, it would have probably run the cameras for an hour or two, actually, now that I think about it. Miss Amanda J, do you have any specific concerns about Pelicamp or Minitini holding up in the winds? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I mean, we have a lot of trees around us, but those winds coming from the south could be devastating. We were lined up in a row, standing in line for the chow hold during Andrew. Rain was going sideways, and we couldn't move. Yeah, Andrew was look at that flagpole go. Yeah, I wouldn't have left the flag up there, but hey, it might survive. It's all glory after all. Gordon Larson, thank you for that super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. um, guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back in about 5 minutes, and then we'll ride the storm until the power goes out, or until I can't anymore, and whichever comes first. I'll leave you here with Pelicamp front camera. Which, oh, look at that! The wind is really starting to blow now. Maybe I should stay here. Forget about the break. Right now is what is happening. Let's look at the at this right now. It's getting awfully close now. Yeah, this band is getting awfully close to the coast. Oh yeah, it's about to happen. That's more or less the location of Pelicamp right there. And look at that flag. Oh my God. I was going to go out for a refill, but I think we owe it to ourselves to stay here. Actually, he just died. He just died down. Huh? Go figure. By the way, thank you, our ventures today. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, that flag was about to fall off just a second ago, and now it goes back and forth. Uh, and I think this is the best view, so you can really get a sense of the wind. Actually, let's go really quick. Let's go really quick to the mini tiny cam just to see how things are back here. And yeah, it's not gonna be landfall, but the those really bad actually landfall it's really when it gets better, right? When you get the eye. But those really bad bands are about to start coming ashore right now. And I wish I had a camera like at Adams Beach because actually the Mini Tiny One camera does not want to load. I don't know why. Oh, it loaded. Yeah, here we go. Here we have Mini Tiny One cam. Secondary display. Thank you, Cesar Zamora, for that super chat. Thank you. Hello from Jackson, from Jacksonville. Need to write a song about hurricanes and Pelicamp. Maybe I should. Yeah, that's Minitino One is still there. Still, we're getting some of the wind primarily from the east. So and that storm has definitely drifted from its original path. Look how far to it looks right now. It looks like a Perry landfall, if you ask me. It looks like a Perry even Stinghatchee landfall. I mean, these people in Stinghatchee, there's this restaurant right here called Royce, and they got completely destroyed with the Dahlia, and now they're gonna destroy it again. Guys, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere.
Extreme wind warnings out already.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Area. And that signifies that 150.
Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, because I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, because I'm free in my RV. Driving the pavement, rushing under the tires, a different time zone. You know I'm gonna get higher, 'cause I'm on fire. Riding, have no idea where we'll end up tonight. It doesn't matter, 'cause you know it's gonna feel right, because we're riding, yeah, riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, because I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, because I'm free in my RV. Yeah, tonight, somewhere remote, we're gonna boondock. We'll see the Milky Way or a shooting star if we're in luck.
And here we are live on hour 3 of our broadcast here from Miami, Florida. All over the world. Where was I? Thank you, Gina Roberts, for that super chat. Thank you. Stay tuned. There's much more after this short station break. Yeah, we should have affiliates, Do you move Minitini one from Pelicamp? No, I didn't. I didn't move it. I didn't. I didn't. I couldn't really move it. Actually, you don't want to see me. You want to see the action, right? The action. And here on my other display, I'm monitoring Ryan Hall, of course. And but for now, I mean, he has a camera in Perry, Florida, getting a lot of rain right now. So we had a lightning. Did you see the lightning? Let's check out our satellite, our Doppler radar display here, because this is it's gonna get real very soon. This is coming ashore like very very soon. Okay, this is Stinghatchee right here. This is what we call Hagen's Cove, and Pelicamp is around here ish. So yeah, it is going to get real very soon here, folks, and yeah. Edna Kruger, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. And Edna said, "Are you okay, Robert and Lily?" Yeah, we're back in Miami. We're in Miami. We're far away from the storm, but monitoring, of course. Rambling with the Gambles, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. It is past my bedtime, but I had to see what is up. Michael Sullivan getting ultra tropical. Yeah, looks like Crawfordville and Woodville are going to get hammered. Hoping that Pelicamp is spared. I hope so too, because this does not look good. And I'm gonna switch to the front camera so we can see my neighbor's flag and see what it looks like. Because the flag also gives you more of a sense of the direction the wind is coming from. And the storm seems to have wobbled a little to the west, back to the west. Actually, still to the east of that original path. So, yeah, it's definitely not gonna hit Tallahassee. I think we're looking at Perry for a direct hit, which take a look at my neighbor's flag. That flag is blowing in the wind. The Lost RVers, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. You with your hurricanes and us with our forest fires. Well, each state has their natural disaster. You guys have earthquakes too, which are, yeah, it's really gonna start rocking and rolling at Pelicamp any moment now. Hi, Robert. How's your mom doing? She's, general health wise, she's all right. Her eyes are giving her trouble. In fact, I might have to take her to the ophthalmologist tomorrow morning. Alexandra Peterson, stay safe. Thank you. Yeah, we are back in Miami where it is nothing's going on out here. By the way, Jimmy B, wow, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. I recently hit 1 year as an executive producer. Thank you so much. Thank you, appreciate it. You don't want to see me. You want to see the storm, right? And right now, look at that. I think his flagpole is gonna fall any moment. Thank you, Tammy McDowell, for that super chat. Thank you. And let's celebrate their third super chat in the live stream. Thank you. As I said, this was the moment when it was going to start getting real, and that heavy rain band here, and this just, I should refresh and take out satellite. We just want to see radar. That heavy rain band is really, oh yeah, look at that. Hold on, let's switch this place here. Look at that. That heavy rain band is really coming ashore now. And this is it. This is probably the worst of the storm. I mean, you can barely see. Hard to believe the electricity is still on Pelicamp. Are the electric lines on the ground? They're on poles. I guess Tri-County Co-op did a great job. Yeah, power is still on. Not for long, man. I'm sure. Some. I mean, those are brand new power lines for the most part. Look at that flag across the street. Uh, First for Pelicamp. Thank you. You are so welcome, friend. Happy Thursday, Robert. Hope Pelicamps will be okay. Hey, Robert, you have a weather station on your RV? If so, any brand you recommend? No, I don't. I have one of those cheap. They just give you the temperature and like the humidity, but not a whole lot more. And yeah, the winds are crazy. They're going from the east. They're going from the southeast. Pretty soon they're going to be coming from the south, I'm sure. As this storm gets closer and closer, this really red area of storms comes ashore. And for reference, Pelicamp is around here ish, so we're not getting the worst yet. That flagpole is wobbling more than the eye of the storm. That's for sure. And that's the view in front of our fence right there. And let's switch cameras. Let's see what the mini teeny camera looks like. The camera in the back is not great because it has some plants kind of blinding it. But let's see what it looks like at mini teeny. And this is coming ashore real quick now. It's a miracle we still have power at Pelicamp. And Natalie Driscoll from Down Under is here. Hello, Natalie. And yeah, no, it's not. It's not. The mini teeny camera is not doing it. Whatever it does is not doing it now. Maybe we should. It's coming. It's coming. There we go. Now we have a live feed of mini teeny one. Kind of live. It just went out. Maybe the power is coming on and off. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. We may have lost power, actually. No, there we are. We still have power. There we go. That's mini teeny one. Actually, it doesn't look. I may have to switch back to the front camera again. Orlando Amador, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Saludos desde Puerto Rico. Espero que este huracán no cause tanto daño y no se pierdan vidas. Cuídense todos en la Florida. Estamos con ustedes. He says, greetings from Puerto Rico. I hope that this hurricane doesn't cause as much damage and no life loss. And take care all in Florida. We are with you. Gracias. Gracias, Orlando. Thank you. Travel Dreamer, awesome. Phew. Looks like mini teeny camera is it's back. Robert, what are the green outlines on the camera views? Pepe, that the green, it's whenever it detects something, like if it detects a person or it thinks it's a person, it does that, and sometimes it gets confused. The RV dump station, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Let me do the bell. The eye just passed west of Cedar Key. Electricity on is a good thing, yeah. We still do have it. Actually, I'm gonna go back to that front camera. It's a lot more exciting. I just want to see that. I just want to see that flag, blowing in the wind. And that front camera is the hardest one to get a signal from because it's the farthest away. But tonight, it is working really good. So there you go. An hour and 25 minutes into this live stream. I don't think it's the longest one we've ever done, but it's up there. And yeah, that really bad part of the storm has to be coming really, really soon. And actually, for some reason, Horseshoe Beach, if we look at Ryan Hall, Horseshoe Beach looks a lot worse than Pelicamp. You have some cameras there that are getting a lot more rain. In Lamont, Florida, Perry. I know that gas station in Perry. Panacea. Horseshoe Beach. Yeah, Horseshoe Beach has to be getting the brunt of it right now. And Horseshoe Beach is just south of Pelicamp on the coast. Which, by the way, did we ever get a 9 p.m. Update on the position of the storm? No, they didn't really say anything. They still put it going straight up to Tallahassee. So anyway, that's our camera in front of Pelicamp there. Amazingly, we still have power at 9:26 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. I mean, it is about to get real, guys. It is about to get real. If we look at, if I can read this satellite, I mean this not satellite, radar correctly, this is the eye wall right here, coming towards the coast. So actually, let me show you. That's what it looks like. I mean, Ryan Hall is talking about Perry, the bands currently. Yeah, I think that eye wall, it's coming ashore right now. Let me go full screen here. I don't know why it doesn't stay full screen, but I wonder if it'll let me go full color so you can see like what it really looks like there. I mean, that's a lot of rain right there. And we're going full color. We have the camera has like a real light, not just an infrared, but a real light. Man, that pole is now bending. Yep, it is. Did you have trouble getting out of Pelicamp and back to Miami? Not really. There was a little bit of traffic getting to Miami, but not that bad. Thinking of you, and hey, traveling Buckeyes. It's been a while. Thinking of you and sending prayers to everyone in the path of the hurricane. Thank you. Your neighbor's compound looks like a lit up runway. Oh, he put so many lights out there. And he wanted to, he wanted to call the electric company to put the same light on my side. And I'm like, no, you know what? I like to keep it dark and inconspicuous. I like to see the stars at night. But this guy has brought Miami to Perry, man, which is cool. It's his place. He paid good money for it. But oh, look at that. I mean, you can barely see the flag now. You're getting more macro blocks from compression now than the real image. But will you take a look at that? And that flag is going to start swinging to the left any moment now. This is as real as it gets. That's a lot of sideways rain. Yep. Yeah, Greg. The rain and wind supposed to pick up. Yep. This is it. I'm surprised the power has lasted this long. They must have done a great job after Idalia, because I'm gonna switch to the to the map here real quick, just to show you. That eye wall is coming ashore right now. At least on Perry. Look at this huge mass of rain and wind here. Pelicamp is right here. It's gonna be. I mean, it's a miracle we still have power. You'll have a new flagpole soon. Well, Richard will. I put my flag down. I put it away. If they're in damaged Pelicamp, organize a cleanup meetup. We'll be there. Thank you. Don't be surprised if that pole breaks off and yeah, maybe it's good. I don't see it anymore. It's still there. Yeah, the flag is still there. Okay. Weather channel just said the winds at Peril will peak dramatically in 15 minutes. Yeah, and we are just a few miles south of Perry, so they will pick up where we are dramatically a little earlier. What are the wind speeds? I have no idea. It's probably about 100. Gar says, we saw their tree fall a year ago and now with Billy Flagpole. Yeah. Yeah, I remember we caught it live on the air that the tree fell off, one of many. And right after that tree fell off, we lost power. So, good evening. Oh, may God be with Floridians. Thank you. Prayers for our properties. Amen, Lisa. Our flag was still there. Oh, says the star. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's still there. I don't know how wise it is to leave it there. Do you have audio on the camera? I don't know for Alex. For some reason, I'm not able to get audio out here for us to listen. I'm using an iPad app on the Mac. That's the only way I can do this. So there's gotta be a way, but I'm not sure how to do it right now. It will be cool to listen, like the ominous sound of the wind. Big family expedition. Hey there, traveling Robert. Be careful. Yeah, no, I'm 425 miles away in Miami. How long did it take the last time for all the debris piled up along the road to be removed? Months. Because this is the thing. This right here, what you're seeing on screen, is a private road. So the county didn't really want to pick up the debris. Eventually, they did. I don't know if it was the county, the state. I know they even wrote letters to run. So I don't know exactly. Miss Amanda J, don't be surprised at miracles. You've got an army of pelican heads praying for you and sending positivity. I'm very hopeful for you. Yeah, I mean, we can only hope. And if you look at by the way, if you look at the map, I'm gonna show. I don't want to get off the camera just in case it dies. But by the way, Mr. CLT, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. Oh, even the bell got stuck. You haven't seen the high wind yet. No, the high wind it's coming ashore right now, but it looks like it's wobbling back west, kind of a little bit. So I don't know. Sandra Winners, hi traveling Robert. Hope it is not going to do any damage to campground for you, Carson City, Nevada family. Sandra Winners and Jeffrey Reese. Yeah, you don't get this type of storms in Carson City, do you? Is the carport strapped down, or will it catch a gust and fly to its doom? The carport is well anchored, and I hope they did a good job. But I mean, these winds are going to be. I mean, this is not the worst of the storm yet, not by any means. Stay safe, Sharon Coleman. I'm praying, but you are safe. That's what is important. Yeah, I mean, what's up there is only things that can, for the most part, be replaced. I mean, not Minitini 1 cannot be replaced, but if it goes, it goes, right? It's not like. If it keeps going west, I'm done for in Tallahassee. It looks like Tallahassee at this point, and I'm gonna, since nothing is not a whole lot is happening on camera compared to, it looks like Tallahassee is gonna be on that west, cleaner side of the storm. So let's see how the wind looks. You see, we should be getting winds from the, yeah, we're getting wind from the east right now at Pelicamp. That's why the flag is kind of flying towards us, but the wind is gonna switch south eventually. So yeah, look at that. That's pretty intense right there. I mean, you can't really see it all that well on camera, just because the lens is so wet. But that flagpole is getting hammered. And you can't really see the flag because the flag is flying right towards us. So imagine when those winds switch to the south. Minitini ones need to be put in an RV museum. I think so too, yeah. Actions to see how the leaning pine of Pelicamp fares. You know the thing with the leaning pine, Jim, the winds this time around are coming from the opposite direction, so they may straighten it out. If the carport is well anchored, you may find that the supports may bend and buckle. Well, it did buckle a little bit during the previous hurricane, so I wouldn't be surprised if it bends and buckles. Helene is aiming to clean up the capital. There you go. Appreciate everything you do, Robert. Thank you. Did you hear that David Creek in Washoe, Nevada caught on fire? No, I didn't know that. That's a heck of a flagpole hold like this. Yeah, look at. I know that the video quality is kind of bad, just because of all the compression. You know, there's so much going on in the image, but and imagine that flagpole is flying. I mean, it's flying to the right a little bit, but for the most part, it's flying straight. Oh, look at that! Oh, that was a big gust. You're likely going to lose that cover. Hey, I hope not, man. What is the wind speed? They're predicting once this thing really comes to town, it's gonna be 140 miles per hour. We're just barely less than 2 miles away from the coast, so we're gonna get. I mean, we're getting the worst of it. If you look at it, Pelicamp is right here. Oh, I mean, we're minutes away from like the word. I mean, that eye wall that is gonna be so destructive. The flagpole is getting hammered. That's the name of your third album. Oh, hopefully she's drinking vodka. The flagpole and not getting hammered for real. But yeah, look at that. I mean, I'm tempted to turn to Mini Tini One camera, but this is what do you guys want? Let me know. You guys want to see the Mini Tini One camera, or you guys want to see the flag camera? I think the flag camera is like, it gives you a better sense of the wind speed, but that band is rocking. You're going to get soon. Yeah, this is. I'm surprised we still have power at Pelicamp, to be honest about it. So which camera do you guys want to see? Let me know. Type it in the chat, and I'll be switching. Unless you want to see me, but I think you guys at this point want to see the hurricane. That's why we're here, right? Minitini camera, flag camera. I want to flip them. Flag camera, Minitini camera. I just paddled out of Kitten Beach. I'm going to ride the wave of the century all the way to shore. I don't know if that's a all of the lightning is being produced on the western side, not lightning on the eastern side, all on the west. Yeah, I would. Minitini, okay. Flagpole, we're half and half, so let's switch to Minitini real quick, just to see what's going on. Although the flag is very exciting right now. I'm looking at it, and it's like, uh, we're gonna lose power any moment now. Let's just look at Minitini just to. We want to hear you sing, says FJC. Riding in my RV. Actually, here's Minitini camera, which to be honest, it is exciting. To be honest, but I think the flag is more exciting than this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Split screen. I don't know if I can do split screen between the two cameras. I can do split screen between me and this camera, but I can only have one instance of the rain camera. Are the Pelicans still standing guard? I'm sure they're hiding somewhere. Sorry that this is happening at Pelicamp, but this is so interesting to watch with you. I hope there is not too much damage. I hope so too. So far, I mean, it seems to be holding up. I mean, looking at the satellite imagery, I mean, we're about to get really, really hammered with the worst of the storm. I mean, hold on, I just got disoriented. Yeah, it's gonna get really bad in seconds. I mean, look at this. Just take a look at this bottom of the display. This is right there. It looks like it was wobbling a little to the left again, but Pelicamp is right around here ish. It's gonna get real. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Let's just. It's really happening now. Can you imagine what it would be like to be inside Minitini 1 now? The sound, the movement of the trailer, the hopeless feeling. We're going to die tonight. Well, I wouldn't be that so dramatic, but yeah, I'm sure Minitini is rocking and rolling right now, especially with this sideways rain, this horizontal rain right now. Minitini 50 and 50 flag. It's really gonna be a wall. Yeah, I kind of want to see the flag again, just for fun. If you guys bear with me, I think the flag gives you a better sense of like the actual wind speed if it loads. Although I think the flag is gone. Yeah, the flag fell off. We missed it. There's no flagpole anymore. Prophetic words. Hopefully the camera recorded it. Yeah, the flag is gone. Okay, the pitbull will be flying up the flag. No flagpole. Nope. We missed it falling off. I should have never come back to Minitini, but now that we have no flagpole, might as well come back to Minitini, right? No, hopefully no Minitini gone now. I can't believe we missed the flagpole falling, but maybe there's a reason for that. That's well, we're up 307 and 39. Before it says 801 here, so yeah, we are. Yeah, congratulations, have a new flagpole. 92624 RIP. Yeah, your neighbor should have taken the flag down before the storm. I agree. Yeah, I mean he wasn't there, but I never leave my flag up when I'm gone. That's uh, that's not something that I like to do. I think the flag ripped off the pole. Yeah, for all we know, the pole is still there. Alan Shitwood, I've been in my trailer with 60-mile-an-hour winds and 32 degrees at Lone Pine, and well, that was scary. We could hardly sleep. Yeah, 60 miles per hour would be rough. Imagine 140 miles per hour, which is probably what we're seeing here right now. Well, not yet, not yet. But Pelicamp is probably feeling close to 60 right now, probably. I don't know. I'm estimating here. And that really bad band hasn't quite gone ashore yet. So gotta love those Waze cameras. I've got one too. They seem to take a beating and keep it going. Yeah, this one. I mean, now I got the one. I changed. I got the one that has the 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 solar panel. So you don't really have to charge them. They're wireless. They're out there. Where are you and Ely staying? Are you safe? Yeah, we are at home base in Miami. I'm sorry, Robert. Unfortunately, I think Taylor County may see the worst. I think so too. Yeah, and it's getting there. I think it's getting there. I mean, looking at the satellite image, is like that that really bad band is taking its sweet time to come ashore. But when it does, I mean, the town of Perry hasn't seen. There you go. Now we're really getting hammered. Look at that. Look at that image. You can barely see Minitini. The rain is so hard. Let's rewind the flag camera. I don't know. I don't know if we got the footage of the flag falling off. But look at that. That's pretty epic. What we're watching right now on this camera is that horizontal ring. I mean, look at, oh yeah, this is it, guys. I think we're gonna lose power any moment. Ryan Hall just said Perry will take the brunt of it, praying God's hands upon those affected. Yeah, the hurricane definitely took a final switch towards the east. What are the lights in the distance to the left of the screen? That's my neighbor's property, the compound. Bet that rain is hitting at a speed that hurts. Yeah, we're probably experiencing probably close to 100-mile-an-hour winds right now. This is it. I mean, once in a while it goes down. Let's just for fun, let's take a quick look at the rear camera just to see what it looks like in the back. Yeah, sometimes it takes a. Yeah, that's the rear camera. Look at that. That rear camera looks, yeah. Even the camera is moving a little bit. I mean, the shed is still there. That's the good news. Taylor Caramush, witnessing the power of Mother Nature, you can't ever tame it. You just live through it. I mean, look at this, at all these plants, all these trees in the rear just moving back and forth in the wind. There's an action shot. Yeah, if there was ever one, that's it. Yeah, look at that. Hope the crooked tree takes it. I hope it gets straightened back up. Right. I live on a barrier island in Pinellas County. The whole island is underwater. Luckily, I'm at my son's house, but I'm gonna have to check. Heck of a cleanup too. Yeah, all those barrier islands are gonna be underwater. Anything north of like Fort Myers, and the farther north you go, I mean, we don't have barrier islands in this area of the Big Bend, except Cedar Key, right? But not really. Throw some sound from the cams. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out a way to do sound from these cameras for the live stream. Oh, actually, here we go. Are we getting anything? I just figured it out, but I don't think we're getting any sound, no? No, we're not getting any sound. Oh, look at that. Look at that horizontal rain. Oh man, that's a lot of water coming down. No, unfortunately, I can't get any sound to come through. But look at that. Just for fun, let's go back to the front camera. Yeah, the shed is still there, Greg. Casita RV Life. Hopefully you won't lose it, but the odds are not looking good. Hey, the odds. Yeah, that flagpole is gone. Oh well. God help you. Need to buy the land in Arizona and come here. Well, we did buy a plot, an acre in Golden Valley, so I'm pretty sure he really don't want to watch Minitini One. Oh, that's ripping now. Yeah, yeah, we're getting to the brunt of it. Let me switch to Minitini One, and then I'm going to switch to the map, see where we really are with the storm. The map kind of froze. It happens to it sometimes, but. And we're getting lucky because one of the bad areas coming ashore is kind of switching to the left of the storm, which is kind of peculiar. By the way, Bluebird Happy, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, throw a handful of rocks at your windows if you want to know what it sounds like. Yeah, it's a sail. Will full color mode show if the pole is still there? You know, full color mode doesn't really work when there's so much going on. It's like the camera shuts it down. Here's full color mode for Minitini One. And that rain is pretty much going straight into the camera. That's why you can't really see the horizontal nature of it. Look at that. It looks apocalyptic, man. Look, that's a big storm. And luckily, I think that really bad part is moving to the west of the storm. You see, it hasn't really. I mean, it may hit it now. Look at this right here. It looks like a tongue. Uh-oh. I think we just lost the cameras, actually. I think we just lost power. We may have lost power. Let me try another one of the cameras. I think we just lost power at Pelicamp. Yeah, it says device offline. Yep. I'm surprised it lasted this long, to be honest. Yep. Power just went out at Pelicamp. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to show you a whole lot more. This, yeah. Yeah, the cameras are gone. Just as this, I mean, is the really bad part of the storm hitting us now, and yeah, we don't have cameras. Our cameras are gone. We we're not gonna find out what happened until we get a neighbor to stop by and tell us what happened, or until we go back. Yeah, power just went out. I'm gonna try one more time just in case it was one of those, like power flickers, But yeah, it doesn't look promising. This is it. This is landfall right here. Landfall at Perry. Once again. Ryan Hall just mentioned that half of Perry lost power. Yep. All right, everybody. It's been great hanging out and watching this storm unfold. Unfortunately, I don't have backup power at Pelicamp right now, so I cannot show you what's going on. But we'll find out in a couple of days. Yeah. Believe it or not, I'm a man of faith. I'm going to try one last time. But doesn't look promising. Yeah, that storm is going right down the pike. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have a mini tinny wine on a shed. Otherwise, as always. Oh, hey, cameras are back. Hold on. Oh my God. Check it out. We're back, baby. It was just a flicker. At this point, might as well go. Actually, the rear camera looked very promising. Maybe power is going on and off, right, at this point. So I'm just gonna. Maybe it just came back for a split second, for all we know. Well, no, it's got it's there. Step 2. Yeah, there we go. Rear camera is on with natural light and everything. We're still in business. As this monster of a storm just barrels down into the Big Bend coast of Florida. Actually, we just lost camera again. So it was probably just one of those lucky lucky things that happened. The flagpole looks like it's gone. Yeah, the flagpole is gone for sure. We need some UPS battery. Yep. No, I think it's gone. The power may have come back for a few seconds, but I'm gonna keep trying. But yeah, it doesn't look promising. I should have convinced Adam to put a flex system in minute in one just for this. Looks like the eye is going through Perry in an hour or so. I would say less than an hour actually. But the eye is going through Pelicamp right now, probably. Roman Road Junkie, do you think storm surge will reach Pelicamp? I doubt it. Just because we are so far inland and so we are like at least 20 feet. Uh, but yeah, I think now we lost power for real. We'll try one more time. But otherwise, everybody, thank you for watching. Uh, oh no, lo and behold, we still have cameras. This is crazy. 10 p.m. We've been 3 hours now. On the air. From the last, I mean the longest live stream ever. But take a look at that. We are just live from Pelicamp as the storm just pounds the area. I wish we could get some audio. I don't know why. Probably because I'm using the iPad version of the app, and it just doesn't work. Look at that. It's just horizontal rain. Back on. Oh my goodness. Awesome. We're back online. Yeah, it's incredible. We still have Minitini. Yeah, thank goodness. I mean, we don't have to flag the flag to tell us right now, but the wind it should be switching to the south at some point. I mean, I am really surprised we still have power. I mean, we just had that. We have to be feeling at least 100 miles an hour. I mean, we have a lot of vegetation around, so maybe not, but look at that. That's really incredible. The tongue licked Pelicamp. Yeah, I'm afraid to come off the feed, but that big red tongue right up here, this right here, this is what hitting Pelicamp. I mean, this is Pelicamp, Decal Beach, Keaton Beach. this is pretty much Pelicamp right here. I mean, we're getting hit with the worst of the storm right now. I mean, eventually we're gonna lose power because unless we don't, I mean, here we're witnessing probably some of the worst of the storm, and it's holding up. I want to know who installed the carports. Well, it survived the Dahlia and it survived this one so far. It's I bought it through King's Buildings, but they go through a different company. You know, it's one of those middlemen, right? Love the people in the Forgotten Coast. They're very nice. Yeah, I uh, I hope Minitini one will be okay. Well, so far it looks like it's holding up. I mean, I'm watching as with the same intent as you are. I'm watching the same thing you're watching, and it's incredible to see, right? And this is Landfall right here. This is Landfall. Lisa, Lisa, awesome, Robert. So far, so good. Yeah, so far, so good. Let me go up a little here so you can see my neighbor's lights. I mean, it looks like it may be wobbly. It may be. I mean, the carport it worries me that a tree might fall on top of the carport and make the whole thing collapse. Many things worry me, but is there a view of the other camera? Actually, it does look like the carport is buckling a little bit. I mean, it could be an optical illusion because of all the rain, but still here. But watching on TV, I need the name of the contractor that put up that shelter over Minitini. Uh, all of Perry is now dark. Power is off. Well, not down where I am. There's still power at Pelicamp, miraculously. And it looks like we're really, really getting pounded. Don't change the camera. I'm afraid if I change the camera, it's yeah. Carport is moving now, right? I did. Ooh, look at that. That's some very heavy rain and wind. It's just saying no. I won't go. Hopefully, it's better built than the flagpole, right? The carpet is really swaying. I don't see it swaying a lot, but I thought I saw it sway a little bit. Look at that. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it sway. I just saw it sway. It's getting real, guys. Pelican must be on a different feeder than Perry is. Probably they have their own power for all we know. Maybe we're feeding off, yeah, somewhere else. Who knows? Who knows how? I mean, we still don't have like the. Let me remove my face from here. We still don't have like the worst of the storm, but it's getting pretty darn close. I mean, we're in the red now. We're in the red zone in that in that you know image. We're right in that red tongue right there coming up. So I think this is almost as bad as it gets. Well, you saw it. You saw it move. It just did one of it, it just did one of these. Woo! Oh yeah, it's definitely moving back and forth. The camera, however, is pretty rock solid. Whoa, you see that? Oh no! Oh, it's really moving now. The camera is on city power. The camera is actually. I think we just lost. Yeah, the camera is on battery, but the internet, the router is on city. Yeah, we may have lost the signal. We may have lost power here now for good. Yeah, I think we may have lost power for real now. Maybe it's just one of those just brownouts or just blinks and then it'll be back eventually. You just have to wait for the router to reboot, but this time it looks like we lost power for real. Doesn't look like it's coming back. I mean, we're getting to the really, really bad part of the storm now. Give me a sec. My mom is calling. I'll be right back. Hello? Yeah, that was mom calling. Apparently, I have to take her tomorrow to the ophthalmologist. And yeah, I mean, it lasted longer than I was expecting actually. So let me try to restart it one more time, but I don't have high hopes. Anyway, 10:14. We've been broadcasting for over 3 hours. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow 6 p.m. Eastern. And I probably won't know anything unless a neighbor sends me a picture. In that case, you'll be the first to know about what happened at Pelicamp tonight. Until tomorrow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's coming back. I'm pretty sure we lost the internet at Pelicamp finally, and yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.